So someone was fucking with my laundry, and so I waited to catch him. And then as soon as somehow they knew when I opened my door versus anyone else in the building opening any other door. And they tried to take off as fast as they could. And I caught him. And lo and behold, what do you think he looks like? Pale skin, fucking glasses, bug eyes, has a Christian cross on him. And and then some people look like they're from directly across the street, across the ocean where they came from, where they claim they came from, came and started trying to convince me that he's stupid and mentally retarded, and that's why his people have been targeting me since I'm born, apparently, and following me for thousands of miles across the world in 2020 and 2021, and looks like every year before it, considering that's how I started testing it. Was I was wondering why only one group and another group, who generally I think it's just halflings or bots they've created. Obviously they're telling you they've created bots to enslave the planet. I think they're telling you the humans are bots too, and they created their own on top of it. But yeah, that's what we deal with here on Earth with the humans, is a steady stream of lies and manipulation from them. They start drugging me with amphetamines to kill me when I'm like 8. So that's like fucking hundreds, that's like fucking 1,000+ attempts on my life just when I'm like 8 years old. And that, like, they continually trying to force people in my life to drug me, and then they started actually trying to kill me and stuff. And then that led up to 2020. One of the times they kidnapped me and drugged me and shit. That's what happened. That's like why the world went and did it, because sometimes that shit goes back on, like when the humans do things to me, like it ends up happening to their people and I don't die for some reason, even though I'm like trying to help them, and they're supposedly like the geniuses who run the earth and can kill everyone. And you know, like literally, how can you be at the top of the world and not figure out how to kill one person with like billions of soldiers? Fucking, that's not retardation. It's simple fact that I don't think they exist to have the brains to be able to combat their DNA programming that the computer's given them. Probably think that's what it is, but that's what I deal with since a kid. Like people being like, "Oh, Santa, well, Santa's gonna torture you if you don't believe in Santa, so you better do that." Yeah, and then we move on with shit like that. And then they're using like my image for their religion, and like that's a person sitting with a cross to fucking fuck up my day. Like as usual, like their race just hasn't ever left me alone, even though I don't like them, and I've never wanted to be around any of them. And you can tell that they know my emotions and shit, even during the years I didn't talk, because how the world responds to my emotions and shit. Like, you know, like when this city was on fire and shit, some loser fucking set a fire over there at the trash dump, like all the little fucking homo bots in this city, and their minions were acting all like scaredy and shit. And obviously it's an act, because they don't have emotions, they're not living beings. And I can tell that from being around them so long, that they've been fabricating emotions. But in 2020, like when I asked to see everything and it shut the humans down, it made sure that they were like empty shells, and they were portraying my emotions whenever I met them. Obviously there might be a few actual humans on the planet, but we know that in my life I'm surrounded by non-living beings who exist to do what they've been doing: drug me with amphetamines, kidnap me, force me to take injections, shit like that, and then act like they're dying from force injecting themselves with poisons. It is weird that does go back on them. Like when I'm a kid and they're drugging me, like the first week after they start drugging me, like the story unfolds. Like it's literally my game. I'm pretty sure of that. And then after that, like a week later, the cops came by with like a whole band playing music, keeping kids off drugs and stuff, heavy metal and stuff. And then the whole society ends up being fried by drugs because all the citizens of America are drugging their children and frying their brains. And I think it starts with me, right? Like in their book, they say they're going to poison everyone during a certain time, kill everyone during a certain time to try to kill the person they're after and shit. And then as far as I know, it started with me, and I'm like the only one who seems to be able to learn and actually not have false memories and stuff. So as far as I know, I would have been the first one they started that on. I know I was the first bus I ever heard of that put a camera on it and shit, because I was fucking with the shitheads and stuff. And they don't always like that. They always like play some game like they're gonna do something about it and shit. Like when they kidnapped me fucking a month before COVID, when the humans kidnapped me and started drugging me, and it's a whole bunch of shit, trying to paralyze and kill me for like the umpteenth time. This is literally, you can tell this is a game because they don't exist. Their entire lives are dedicated to me. And you got this entire group who worships me, and it's like a large portion of the ones I've met. The ones I know close enough, I can tell you what they're doing today. They were definitely involved in pedophile rituals and mutilation rituals, and the traditional line of enslavement that comes from their people, from the Roman Egyptians when they colonized new people and give them the slave manual and shit there. Fucking, so, yeah, that's what I deal with. No, it's not fun. It's been like since I came here and shit. Like, the humans are some shit bags, and they've been stopping me from doing anything because they're fucking literally just evil minions in a video game and shit. That's why I get paid $250,000 just to get funny pictures of one of them killing themselves, and you know, I get given the $250,000 to be forced to buy those pictures and shit. Fucking, because it's a game. It's like no one's actually dying here. No one's actually sick. They sure like to whine though. That's like in Grand Theft Auto when you run down the street and hit prostitutes with your car, and they're like, "You maniac." And it's like, well, you're the dirty prostitute with AIDS. Like, who's the maniac? I just did this one time. What are you talking about? Fucking AIDS hoe. Fucking. But you don't waste time in a game like that because it's only 8 hours long and it's fun and it's enjoyable. And this is all long and drawn out. Like, and there's very few short years where we actually participate in it even. Fucking, and most of it's just sitting around waiting for it to happen. Like when the humans kidnapped me in 2020, it was just like sitting around waiting. Well, is this the last of my days, and I'm just gonna have to wait here forever? Just like when they sent me $250,000 to have one of their geniuses kill himself near me. Probably was designed to like take the money away, but lo and behold. Drag Teen Wolf down to hell during the process instead. There's always that little backfire. That's weird how that thing, you see how that could be like a local gang and a local government and a local people of a pretty large city somehow are networked together to try to kill me, and then it ends it by it makes them go back inside and stop saying they're going to kill me by leveling their fucking towers in New York, which successfully worked, except for one of them was in my life, like trying to bring me back down to their crackhead Bible level. Do nothing people trying that way. The lowest slime on earth can appear to be the best thing to ever happen to earth. As long as they can keep everyone else below them, they will appear as if they did something to get some of their art, like their stupid comedians Seinfeld and their stupid presidents who are fucking retarded and don't do anything of value and look retarded too, because books covers are written by the author who has the same thoughts in mind when he wrote the book that he does when he made the art for the cover. So That's why a certain book they push is so generic and cheap, because it's about generic cheapness. And obviously it was started by their first printing presses and shit, to enslave other people with. So you would be the slave if you're like busy making high quality books to hand out to people for free and stuff. So anyways, that's another day. That's what I'm just waiting for, is what this fucking slime on this planet's up to next and shit. Fucking nothing of value, because I've never been able to do anything of value on this planet. And that's a reflection of them and who they are and what they do. Like COVID was a reflection of them and who they are and what they do. Probably like all the wars have been too. Like, I'm trying to look back and think like how that works out, especially if we're going back to 8 years old when they started drugging me, if that's why like their people are all dying from drugs now. It's just like what's going on that I don't even recognize has been part of the fucking rail-based storyline here and shit. That's just, who cares, right? No one cares that this shitbag, the humans obviously don't care that any of them are trying to kill me, because they're the ones doing it, and they're also the ones who constantly lie about every fucking word out of their mouth, starting with "I'm a living being, I'm a human." That's a fucking obvious lie since 2020. There's a lot of them who are not. You could probably walk down the street with me if you ever want evidence of this, and we can go around and study people and find if there are any other living beings on the planet. It'll be pretty easy with me, because we'll walk down the street and other people will walk by talking about what we're talking about, but act like they're talking to each other or something like that. That happens a lot. They're just fucking obviously empty bots that are there to try to drug me when I'm a child. Force me from doing anything, pretty much to provoke a storyline. They're antagonists in the storyline here, and I am the what do you call it? I guess the main character. That seems pretty obvious, right? Because I don't see anyone else talking about summoning plagues and shit like that, which I summon the protections around it. They do that every 4 years, so we can't take credit for that part. And we're not going to, because I know the storyline is we have these dipshits trying to force me to play roles and stuff, and, well, they need to fucking figure out. They should go get their other people. They're always putting other people on TV and saying that's Jesus and shit, so they should go get those other people to do it instead of me, right? Fucking, and besides, anyways, doesn't that guy say he's going to come back and kill everybody anyways? Like, So, you can get used for it either way. I'm not going to get used by the human race. Fucking, they tried their best, and they're failures. They've obviously stolen a lot of my ideas. I can see my thoughts. They're fake musicians. They're bot musicians stealing my music and shit sometimes, and obviously some of the movies are stealing my life and making movies out of it and shit. Fucking, we see how far that gets when I try to go get involved, and actually become a paid actor in the show and shit. Fucking, that leads to the humans, especially a couple of them. I'm pretty sure, most of the halflings are pretty obvious to tell, Barack, that's hard to tell by his look, but his name is real simple because he's telling you what race he is. Anyway, yeah, that's what I deal with. And so when am I going to get some help, or do we just sit around and hope and pray that the human race all gets killed off for what they've been doing? Because who do I pray to? Myself? That sounds arrogant, doesn't it? That sounds stupid. Well, I guess I did ask for help in 2020, but I was asking the devil to show himself. I wasn't asking him for help, right? I was like, yeah. Hey, devil, check this out. If you just do this, people will be on to you. And then they do it. That's so weird. But what else did they do? A lot of shit before I knew who I was, like drugging me and trying to kill me when I'm a child. always preventing me from doing anything I want to do. It's odd, they prevent me from killing myself while they've tried to kill me countless times. Like, no brains up inside the shell, the being of light. Fucking the little pixel fucking shell that's supposed to hold the brains. I wonder if you just like, if you would like remove the lid of their corona, that it would just be like empty. Obviously, it's a game and it's going to produce pixels even for the bots. Wouldn't that be weird if we did take apart some of the bots and realize that, yeah, they in fact are metal under the skin and shit? I think we would have noticed that. Someone would have went around and discovered that by now. So, you can really... There are tons of non-living people in this video game right here I'm playing. They're all over and shit. I see them right now. Wow, they must be real, huh? The one's going like this. Oh my god, it's so real. Death is so real too. Fucking, anyways. You guys check out the weather maps today. Again, for like a year now, like the weather has came to my door and stops right there. Like I've been trying to figure this out, like according to some things I've seen. Like I go to certain places and certain things stops. Like cities are being burnt down and I go there and it stops, and things like that. And it was really only one time like a strong blizzard hit, and I actually asked for that to come off because I was like stuck on a downward slope, and I magically didn't hit anything when my car slid down the hill either. Fucking so but yeah, like right now in the last year, if you look at the weather map, I said like right after the humans tried to kill me last year, like that happened like a month later, that it was all like 0% humidity and 95 degrees, which is like my perfect weather. But why would I go outside? Because humans are out there. We need to find a world without them on it in order to end up having a life and shit. Fucking and so it's and the map, like it ends like right here, like almost in me. When the drought hit, like it was showing like triangles on the freaking map, drawing lines from my house to Jeffrey Epstein's house over here and stuff, for the drought area supposedly. So the weather now forms geometric patterns with hard lines and isn't just frilly air floating around. Just like the sun's a real sun and I can communicate with it and move it. It's real. Oh yeah, it's so real. It's like space, space heaven. Ooh, space heaven. We're going there. We're gonna get our rockets. Let's keep giving Jeffrey Epstein all our money, and we're gonna get to space heaven. Oh yeah, and then Allah and Buddha and Cthulhu and Kraken will be up there waiting to greet us at the well, one might. None of them, Satan might be at the pearly gates, but I guess the others are going to be at the gates of granite, and then the others, Cthulhu's going to be at the gate of water, and then, but don't forget, guys, the Easter Bunny just came, and you know what that means? That means Santa is coming next too, isn't it? So let's ask Santa this year for a new Earth. That way we can start over and have different memories and different lives and forget all about this place existing, which is the cure. Oddly, them drugging me and trying to kill me my whole life, like, is probably the excuse the game's giving for why I don't have a lot of emotions or memories. I don't have emotions because they don't have emotions, so they don't need my handouts, and so they can use them against me. Fucking, that's all they've been doing, is using that shit against me. Right, guys?